Hey guys, just wanted to check in because I wanted to do a series of videos in regards to emotional abuse so you can know exactly what it is, some examples, and just trying to help you to further deepen your understanding of these things because you may be someone that is suffering from it and you don't even know it. So I'm going to give you a few topics over the next few days, and then what we're going to do is just kind of go into each one. First one that I want to go in today as far as for the emotional abuse is from your partner, the person that you're intimate with, the person that maybe could be a husband, a wife, a partner of some kind, that you are in a relationship and then you just find that there are just certain things about their behavior that is just not setting right with you. Some things that you need to be careful of is the number one thing I would say is gaslighting is a clear indicator that you are in an emotional abusive situation with your partner. So I'm going to give you what the Webster's dictionary says. It says the attempt to make someone believe that he or she is going insane. So basically what the person does is they do a lot of things, crazy things to you. Like they know that they drove the car and, ran the gas out of your car for, let's just give an example. And then they will come to you and when you go to them and say, hey, my gas is low. I wonder what happened. And then they'll straight up lie to you in your face and say, I don't know what happened. You always driving a car. And then they try to deflect and turn it around on you and make it seem like you did it when you know in your heart of hearts that you did not do it. Or that if something's missing in the house, they'll say, well, what did you do with my stuff? And, you're always taking my stuff. And in actuality, they could have misplaced it or put it somewhere. They could have been just kind of playing games with you because they're trying to throw you off from something else that they're hiding. So they may have you on some kind of wild goose chase looking for something that's not even missing. They know exactly where it is because they have concocted some plan to do whatever secretive and unbeknownst to you what they're trying to do. So I just want you to be aware of that tactic in particular because that is one that they will use. And I will actually go into a form of abuse that a partner can use. So let's say y'all are in a relationship, things have just gotten so bad to the point that it's deteriorated and you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I can't be with this person anymore. I have got to go. So what happens is parental alienation. If you don't know what parental alienation is, it is when you have one parent that basically poisons the child's mind against the other parent. I mean, if you just want to look for a point blank definition, that's what it is. So they do many things like just talking bad about the other parent, making the child feel like the other parent's unsafe. They do everything that they can to make other people go against that other parent. So they involve other people to get involved in the process of turning everyone against you and driving a wedge between you and your child. And it really is basically what they're doing is they're interfering with that love that parent, because a child has a natural love for their parent. So the only way that doesn't happen is if somebody interferes with that, right? So children just don't naturally grow up or come out of the womb not loving their parents or wanting having love and affection for their parents. No, a person has to do that. A person has to manipulate a child, convince them, and start inserting these false memories and saying, oh, remember when your mom did this to you, or remember when your dad did that to you? And you're like, I don't really remember, but I guess I'm going to trust since you're my parent and you're telling me that's the truth, right? So it's one of those things where it can get really ugly, especially if you start going through the process of divorce and then it starts going into custody issues. The parental alienation can really be damaging to the child, especially the child as first and foremost, because they are the ones that are being robbed of that relationship. They're the ones that's being manipulated, and they're the ones that's, they're being emotionally abused themselves and being a part of this, madness of a hate campaign, for lack of better words, against the other parent, just to be able to become the favorite parent or the parent that, is going to get the most time or have the custody. So, just giving you a heads up on things that could happen. You may have even been through it yourself and didn't even know that that's what was going on. You're just wondering, why is this person constantly trying to turn my child against me? And they're saying all these lies and telling other people things that I didn't do and say. said. And yeah, just know that that's a tactic of a abusive and manipulative person, and you just have to watch out for that. So it's a form of domestic violence. It happens more often than what you would think, and honestly, a lot of people suffer in silence, because when you have been separated from your child, or you even have the court system that gets involved, and they're not even, they could either not be aware, or they can be in a situation where, they could end up siding with the parent that actually is the abusive parent, and end up causing a further wedge between the children and the other parent. Now you have legal things involved that's causing that separation. So the child loses in the end, and it's never fun. It's never a great thing for anyone. Everyone suffers, everyone loses, but the child loses the most. So if you have a partner that's emotionally abusive and you see those signs, be very careful about that, because if you have children with them, it could be pretty hard trying to separate from them, because your child can ultimately be used as a weapon against you. So I hope this helps. Stay tuned for the next 2 days. I'm going to give you some more tips and things to learn about in emotionally abusive relationships. All right, bye for now. Hey guys, thank you for getting to the end of my video. I just wanted to thank you for watching and learning about the grimy gaslighting and parental alienation that happens in emotional abuse. Because I'm telling you, you just don't realize how often these things come up. It's one of those things where if you're not careful, you will not realize that it's happening. I've even had a situation where I had to create a parental alienation support group just because there were people that did not know about it. It is a parental alienation support group of Southwest Florida. So I wanted to make sure that I added that in there, because I didn't get a chance to add it in before, just so that you can be aware and learn about different things in regards to parental alienation tactics, different things that you can learn, and get support from other people that are in the group. So I just wanted to make sure that is actually a Facebook group. So I wanted to make sure that I offered that to you, so that that is another resource that you have in addition to learning from this YouTube channel, which is predominantly where I'm going to put all my content for you to learn from. I definitely want to make sure that you have access to that as well, because the more information you have, the better. Gaslighting is grimy. We all know people try to make you feel like you're going crazy and going out of your mind, and that is one of the worst feelings that you can have. So I want to make sure that you are guarded against that, that you don't ever have to deal with that. And for the parental alienation is one of those things that's affecting millions of people across the country, even in the world. And it's just one of those things where it's one of those, I would say, a crime against the family that people just don't understand it. And they can become very judgmental towards people that are experiencing it and going through it because they don't have their children. So I'm just, just asking that, if you know someone that's in that situation, don't jump to judgment. They're suffering enough inside as it is. Try to get educated on the topic. I'll spread more awareness on it. That way you can know, but just always be a support system. Listen, just provide the support that you can, because you can only imagine. I don't think anyone can even imagine how hard it is to be without your children, or to go through an emotional abusive situation and just have people judging you throughout the whole situation. So just wanted to kind of throw that in there. There is that 3-part series. Like I said, make sure you tune in and watch all of it, because it will all be good. So just wanted to throw that in there. I hope this helps someone. And just remember, you can always just follow the page to learn more. Reach out if you need any assistance or any type of coaching, or just want to talk through it and see what ways that I can help you out with that. So glad you tuned in. Thank you for minding my illness. And I hope you have a great one. Talk to you soon.